I made this video to help you create your own interactive worksheets using PowerPoint and Google Slides. So this is an example of what we're going to be creating today is this SAT tooth interactive worksheet where students can move images and place them into the boxes like so. All right, so let's close this. Let's get started. We're going to go ahead, open a PowerPoint blank presentation. Usually, all my interactive worksheets are 8.5 by 11, but today we are going to keep it 16 by 9 because if I'm not mistaken, that is the size that I use for this particular worksheet. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these boxes. Um, there you have it. And we're going to start by inserting a box and then changing its shape to a rectangle. It is up to you what size you want to use. I'm gonna try to keep it as close as I can to the edge. A little bit wider here. There, that looks. Okay, perfect. So now we are going to change the shape fill to, let's say, pink because that's my favorite color. So let's work with pink. Great. The outline, as you can see, it's by default is, I think, dark blue. I definitely don't want that, so let's change that to black. And then the weights of the line, I'm going to change it to 4.5. All right, looks great so far. Now we're going to insert the line. So we go back to shape. Here's the line, and we are going to create a line from left to right. Again, the line is blue. Let's change it to black. And then the weight, let's go and make it a 4.5. Beautiful. Perfect. Um, let's create the boxes where the students are going to drag and drop the items into. So let's start off with insert and then choosing the shape square, and then usually I like to use a background. So this is going to be my background box, and I'm going to change that to baby blue. And then the line, I don't want a line, so I'm going to click no outline. Perfect. Then I'm going to create another box. Let's go to insert, box. This is going to be my white box. Um, and a little bit up. Perfect. Now this is going to be white. And the outline, oh, I do want to outline, so let's keep it dark blue. That's fine. Stand out a little bit. Let's make the outline a little thicker in this box. Let's go down to weight and maybe 1.5. Perfect. Beautiful. Now, what I want to do is I want to highlight this two boxes. Why? Because I want to group them together so when I copy and paste, it'll be easier for me to move around. So I'm going to go right click. Both of them, as you can see, is highlighted. You can see these white boxes on both shapes. So I'm going to group them and then it becomes one image. I'm going to click on Command Copy and then which is Command C for copy and then Command V to paste on a MacBook. Not sure on any other laptop. Again, Command V to paste because I already copied it. Um, the red lines will tell you if it's leveled or not, the red dotted lines. And then again, one more box. I'm going to move it, drag it down over here, and then there you have it. It is up to you how you want to set this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to highlight all of them. Why? Because I want to move. Sorry about that. Let me get rid of this text box. So I'm going to click on, oops. I'm going to left click and I am going to group all of them. Now I could easily move them to the side all together. Perfect. I need room over here to paste my emoji. So I'm going to go and I'm going to click on Google Chrome. I have the extension here for the Bemoji and I'm going to click on the Bemoji. And let's see, ice cream. Okay, I'm going to copy this image and then I'm going to go back and then I'm going to paste. I'm going to adjust the size so that it fits perfectly right here. All right. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to insert and we want a text box. I love to see the text box, so I'm going to click it down here and then I am going to type the word sad tooth. I'm going to bring this box, this text box up here and I'm going to highlight it, click on home and then choose my font. Let's choose this one right here. And then I'm going to adjust my size. Let's say 60. Yeah, a little bit bigger. 66 looks good. And I am going to bring it, adjust it right in the middle. To me, that's the middle. So it's up to you. And then I am going to work with this because I want to create shadow. So I'm going to highlight the text box and I'm going to click on shape format. I'm going to click this little A over here that shows shadow. Click on shadow and I want the shadow to be on the left. And then I'm going to click it again, shadow, and then I'm going to go down to shadow option. And then I'm going to change the shadow color right here. And let's the transparency, I want it darker. And then blur, I like playing with the blur a little bit, adjust the blur. You can adjust these settings to your preference, whatever you want. And so this is it for now. So what we're going to do is, this is the image that we want to use on Google Slide. We're going to screenshot this. How are we going to screenshot it? By clicking on Shift Command 4. You have to be very precise. So I'm going to go ahead and with this T sign or plus sign, I'm going to highlight the edges of this presentation. Alright, perfect. So this should now be on my screenshot on the desktop. Right? Perfect. It's right over here. I'm going to rename it to Bad Tooth. It's just easier for me. And I'm going to open up a brand new Google Slide. We could exit this. Great. I'm going to get rid of this box. I'm going to highlight one and then click on shift, click on the other box, click on delete. Perfect. Now what I want to do, I'm going to keep it 16 by 9 and I'm going to click on background, choose image, upload, browse. Batooth is right there. Open up. Great. So in the case that you wanted to add a little image here, like a tooth image, let's go back to PowerPoint just to show you quickly. Let's say, for example, you wanted to add a tooth image. This is the time to add that tooth image because none of this you want students to move. So this is why we have to create what we have to create here, because all these are going to be an image that students cannot move. It's going to be a still image. So this is your time to search for, let's say, a tooth PNG, sad tooth. I don't know. See what we get. Perfect. We get this one right here. Go ahead. I don't like downloading anything. This is a PNG. This is perfect because you're not going to get any background. I'm going to click on copy image. I do not like saving images to my computer. And then I'm going to paste by clicking on command paste. And there you have it. Minimize this, adjust the size so that it can fit perfectly. And you have it there. Then you will screenshot this. But I didn't do that originally, which is okay. I just show you how to do that. So now let's go back to presentation. I'm going to give it a name, sad and happy tooth, because I could always go ahead and create another slide, but we're just going to stick to this with this one just for the sake of this video. So there you have it. None of these items are removable. You cannot move none of these items, which is perfect. This is the time that you're going to go into Google, open up a browser and search for your images. I like using PNG because these are the images that have a transparent background. You could go ahead and type transparent PNG clip art. Let's just play around with it. And let's look for Coca-Cola. Coke soda. Sorry about that. I was a little distracted. I'm going to click on images and let's see, for example, this is perfect. This right here tells me it's a PNG because it switched from a white background to these little boxes here. I'm going to right click and copy image. I'm going to go back to my slide. I'm going to click on command paste and I'm going to minimize this by adjusting the boxes on the corners. I'm gonna paste it right there. I'm gonna go back, let's say PNG scale images. So this is where most of your time is spent looking for images to copy and paste. You're going to right click, copy, and now go back to your presentation and command and V to paste. Again, adjust the size, and you're going to keep doing this until you fill up this white area right here, and that will be your presentation that you could go ahead and share. That will be your interactive worksheet to share with students. So once you get all the items you want to get, you go ahead and share with your students and they will be able to move, drag, sorry about that, to drag and drop the items. So again, you want to make sure You adjust the size so that it fits nicely into the boxes. And sometime when they're clicking, dragging and dropping, the size are going to change. But that's okay. They'll figure it out. And so this is it. Thank you so much for your time.